Has anyone ever told you a story and you knew for a fact that that story is utter rubbish? I'm constantly seeing TikToks of people talking about stuff that happens to them and I just know for a fact that they're chatting a load of rubbish. Well, today we're going to be looking at a subreddit called r/thatHappened. Basically, this is a subreddit where people see these cringy fake stories, pop it on and we all get to laugh at them. I'm sleepy as hell, LMAO. I thought I put on my work shoes, walked out of the house like damn my feet are cold as hell. On, either this person is utterly stupid or they're just doing this for attention. I reckon they like took that photo and then walk back inside. I mean, look, they've literally got their phone charger dangling around their leg. If you were to put on like the wrong shoes, how would that even be possible? Like, look, they've literally tied it. Something tells me this person's been watching a bit too much Disney. In December of 2020, I had a dream a boy wrote his phone number and said, call me in the future. So I wrote down the dream and the number in the middle of the night. I met my BF a year later and it was the last 6 digits of his number. I'm not gonna lie, that nearly made me had a stroke. In December 2020, I had a dream a boy wrote his phone number and said, call me in the future. So I wrote down the dream and the number in the middle of the night and I met my BF a year later and it was the last 6 digits of his number. That is just utter rubbish. Like, I'm so sorry, that is not true. Also, am I the only one who's really weird dreams? Like, I feel like I'm having a load of deja vu dreams recently. I mean, maybe that did happen to you, maybe it's the devil, but say that right there, it is just rubbish. I always see these ones on Facebook, so this right here is one of my favorite ones. Bill Gates in a restaurant. After eating, he gave $5 to the waiter as a tip. The waiter had a strange feeling on his face after the tip. Gates realized and asked what happened. I'm just amazed because in the same table your daughter gave tip of $500 and you, her father, the richest man in the world, just gave 5. Gates smiled and replied, she is the daughter of the world's richest man, but I am the son of a woodcutter. Moral, never forget your past, it's your best teacher. Yet again, that just never happened because first of all, is Bill Gates actually going to go out in public? I'm pretty sure he's one of the most hated people in the world right now, but like that just didn't happen. Like, I'm so sorry, that just didn't happen. I always see them posts on Facebook and it's like just utter rubbish. There was like another one that I seen, I can't remember what it was, but it's like I just see them all the time and obviously it's nice, like motivational to believe, but it's just not true. Got pulled over, cop walks up, hey, so I'm not looking to write you a ticket or anything, but just wanted you to know I like your license plate. Please drive safe and have a good day. It may or may not have to do with Lord of the Rings. Yet again, that just didn't happen. First of all, if a police officer done that, I'm pretty sure he would get sacked. I mean, if you're literally getting pulled over for like no reason whatsoever, I would be thinking, oh my god, I'm about to get a bullet in the back of my head. I just know for a fact that person looks a specific way. I know for a fact that this is a guy with long hair. I don't know why, it just seems like type person make up something like that. Legalize it already. I am a female, I understand men need just the look of boobs and smell of a woman's body is enough to get them aroused. It's all the more natural that they would want to army. By the way, army means them doing it to her without her consent. I think R is an act of love. Every woman deserves a good R. It's our highest moral duty to make a man. Oh, I would also like to help men if they want to R someone else, like my friend or daughter. What is going on here? Like, who's posting this? Our bodies were made for the pleasure of a man. Let them use it as they please. I strongly believe men should just pick any woman he wants off the street and penetrate her with or without her consent. I don't understand why women work while they can just spread their legs. I'm gonna assume that that right there is a man pretending to be a woman. To say that right there, no woman would ever want that. This person needs help, like the institutional kind, before they act in their insane ideas. I mean, yeah, like that right there is not normal. No one should ever be acting like that. That right there is someone who's probably done it in the past. That's literally like a serial killer. You know how serial killers will, like, kill someone, leave clues and taunt people? I'm gonna assume that that person is basically the exact same. This was the last day of 8th grade. The classroom I was in had a door attached to the classroom next to ours, so they opened the door and let us have a free day. The teachers had pretty much checked out and were in their own world. Well, this boy and girl decided it would be the perfect time to lose their V. So they were having intercourse against the wall and about 8 students formed a wall around them to give them privacy. Yup. This is total F and BS. Exactly. Absolutely no one's gonna do that. 8th grade? How old are you in 8th grade? Like, I'm assuming that's like quite young in America. What 8th grader is doing that? How the F is that privacy when 8 kids are watching them do it? Exactly, it's like they ain't getting any privacy at all and they've literally got a proper big audience. Showed my 4-year-old Hailey Bieber and he said, forget that, Hailey Bieber, I don't like that girl. Showed him this pic of Selena Gomez and he said, whoa, she's so pretty, she looks like a really nice girl, I like her. I can't stop laughing at how good he is at this, lol. Yet again, that just didn't happen. Look, Hailey Bieber, Selena Gomez obviously got a bit of beef and drama. However, what she just said is utter rubbish. Showed my 4-year-old Hailey Bieber and he said, forget that, Hailey Bieber, I don't like that girl. Showed him this pic of Selena Gomez and he said, whoa, she's so pretty and she looks like a really nice girl, I like her. I can't stop laughing at how good he is at this, lol. Again, that kind of reminds me of like them pictures that people will post on Facebook where it's like a thing that a kid's written out or like a drawing and they'll be like, oh my god, my son literally just wrote this out, look at this, it's so funny. And it's like, it's just utter rubbish. It's like them you know, inspirational quotes that kids make. Imagine being so obsessed with an actor that you'll never so much as meet that you make up stories involving your own kid. Exactly, and it's the fact that like it just quite clearly did not happen. And being so invested in celebrity drama that you still haven't moved on even though they have. Like, dude is married, get a grip, LMAO, Jelena ain't ever happening again. Exactly, it's like I can understand, you know, maybe them two women don't get along. Me personally, I don't care. However, the way Hailey is being treated is so wrong. You know, Selena's getting a load of backlash as well, and obviously Hailey doesn't seem to be a very nice person. But it's like the whole internet is just crapping in Hailey, and it's like, look, I can understand you don't like her, you know, yeah, you want like Justin and Hailey to be in a relationship, or not Justin and Hailey, Justin and Selena, but it's like, just let them be, you know, they're adults, they're all literally like 30. Like, why are we acting like such kids? Yeah, last time I was at the doctor's office, the doctor was like, holy crap, you're so tall and shredded, and I was like, yeah, I get that a lot, and he was like, no, seriously, you're a effing genetic freak, dude, sick gains, I'm a doctor, and I was like, yeah, cool, man, thanks. And again, I feel like that's kind of like whenever gay people make up stories about straight guys that want to get with them. I feel like all gay twangs in like, you know, primary school, or not primary school, secondary school, I was like, oh my god, you know, the straight football player like secretly Snapchats me. I mean, I done it. Keep in mind, it never happened, but there were a few boys, so maybe it's a half lie. But I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of shredded. Oh my god, look at that. I've got pretty big muscles. This is my bad arm, but look, I'm actually kind of shredded, aren't I? I was shaving my privates last night using my phone live. Then I heard notifications to see I was live on TikTok. Thanks for your kind gifts. I mean, if that actually happened, Lord Almighty, that is you over. Like, that is awful. The person who put this in Reddit said, yo, anyone got a link or something? Damn. I mean, I've got a feeling you've got a wee bit of a fan there. In high school, I was the most popular kid there, and I was a huge stoner. Anyways, I was in the back of class, and I smoked probably close to an ounce and was blowing it out the window until the teacher noticed smoking smelling. And he came to me right as I was hitting my joint, and I held it in, and he kept an eye on me for the rest of class. I held my breath for 9 minutes straight, and the second he was looking away, I blew it out the window. The cute girl sitting next to me was so impressed, she asked to smoke with me, so I took her home and we smoked, then had, I pounded her for like 3 hours, and she came at least 20 times, man. High school was awesome for me. Yet again, that just didn't happen. Like, that is literally something somebody would make up in their head. Are you ever like lying in your bed, like waiting to dream away, going off to dreamland, and you imagine you know, in a relationship with like someone who's like really attractive? I mean, I do it. I've got a feeling that's basically like a Wattpad version. And yet again, if you were actually caught smoking weed in school, you probably would get expelled. I mean, boys in my school got expelled for it, but to be fair, there were kids who would vape. They would have like the OG electronic cigarettes, and like if a teacher was looking at them, they'd literally hold it in, like breathe it out their nose. But see that right there, I've got a feeling that's a load of rubbish. This is a must read. In 1991, at the end of Desert Storm, a 19-year-old US Cavalry Scout private who has just spent 8 months at war sat out in a street at Kabar Tars in Saudi Arabia. He sat there in his duffel bag with his bulletin around him for 4 days, waiting for the buses to come and take him to King Fahad Airport so he could go home. Unfortunately, the politicians of the day never planned for how to bring so many soldiers home. After the war ended, so there was a shortage of planes. Politicians are great at talking but terrible at doing it. To be fair, that part right there is probably the only bit that I'm going to agree with, which is, you know, politicians being good at talking but not actually doing anything. Finally, the buses came and took the young man to the airport. The planes waiting were from Tar Air. The owner of Tar Air had volunteered his planes and staff to bring soldiers home for the cost of fuel only. Happily, the young veteran got home just in time for Easter weekend in 1991 and spent that time emotionally healing with friends and family surrounding him. That private was me. The airline owner, Donald J. Trump. This is why I will vote Trump. Loyalty for loyalty, respect for respect. Any questions? I mean, yeah, I would definitely fact check that. Usually whenever it comes to MAGA people, they make a load of lies like that up. They make him out like he's literally a god. Look, I don't care about politicians. I think they're all crooked. I think they're all crap and all evil. But that just isn't true, and I feel like a lot of right-wing nutcases, especially the MAGA people, always make up these random stories about Trump when it's just not true. It's like Donald Trump doesn't know who you are and doesn't care about you. Well guys, that's where I leave that video there. That's some true stories that definitely happen and definitely aren't made up. If you want to see me look at more from the subreddit, let me know, definitely will. Press the bell, subscribe, and see you all tomorrow for another video.